Hello and welcome to the new series. This is about acting, more about, I guess, entertainment as a whole. If they call that across the board, that means you do everything. I was across the board casting personality, not personality, but personnel. I worked in that field and I did across the board. So I've booked everything from, like I said earlier, from acting. Now we used to say actor and actresses. Now we say female actor. So, and I don't know what we're going to come up with next. For those that don't consider themselves either male or female, or they across the board they use the word actor now. Models, singers, dancers, people that play the trumpet or the trombone or the drums, musicians, piano players, all of that. I did that. I used to cast stunt personnel. They used to be called stunt men. It was a stunt men's union, I think. And we said, I'm looking for a stunt man. That's a female. So my dog hit me up last night being dumb. Not her fault. She's just dumb. Sweet, but dumb. But anyway, so stunt people that played sports. I did that for a while, casting some of the sport things. A lot of times I was asked to cast. Is it cast? You always say I got cast in a movie or I got casted in a movie. So you're supposed to say cast as far as I know. But some didn't want me to cast or assist with casting people that were either in the military, like me, that shot weapons or taught tactics like I did. I taught tactics. I taught all kinds of different weapons, weapon systems, and all that. And law enforcement, so I have a background in that as well. So across the board. Now this new series, I'm not going to give away too much. I'll kind of make a playlist of what I want to do, a written playlist, and then I'll make the videos. Then we'll add them to this video right here. I will send over to the manager. If I get it to him by 4 p.m. my time, that's 4 a.m. his time. He's going to be doing this, I think. But then when he wakes up, it'll be fully uploaded. Let's say he wakes up at 8. That gives him 4 hours from that 8 to about midnight when I go to bed, and I can go ahead and send it over to be published at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, I have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then do it. Either way is fine, as long as it gets done. So this will be about how to do this. Now, a lot of people say, I don't have any training in acting. Neither did I. A lot of people say, I don't have any money. Neither did I. I was unemployed at the time. I was working as a brand ambassador for a dog food company. That's right. So I did have a job, not a great job. I had some offers to teach shooting. Those don't pay very well. I had some opportunities to do some other things with that type of thing, selling weapons, maybe at a gun store or whatever. But they really want you to sell what they want you to sell. And a gun is a tool. So if someone says, hey, David, I want to drive some nails in here in my awnings and I'm going to hang some Christmas lights on that. I said, no, don't use that. Don't use a hammer. Use a weed whacker. Is it going to work? No. So they want you to sell whatever they want you to sell. And I did not work for them. So this will be a whole channel on this. Now I do have another channel which is on casting. You can look at some things there. Now, am I going to be your agent? No. Am I going to be your casting director? No. Again, I can't do that because I'm also acting. In order to do those jobs, you basically are not going to be able to do much acting on your own because you're constantly sending out people's photos and videos and typing casting notices and publishing those, and I'm just not doing that. What I can do for you, and I may do for you, and you may be excited about this, if you do something that's a specialty and you let me know, maybe you're a scuba diver, I can send that over as it comes in. But the problem is this. Now I'm going to get to this. Now this is very important. This is one of the most important things of this whole thing. To make this work for you, I'm not getting paid to help you be an actor, a singer, a model, a tap dancer. I'm not getting paid for you to be a stunt person, to jump off of a building into a big balloon. I'm not getting paid anything for that. What I need is I need people to subscribe and I need views. So if you want some acting stuff and you want me to tell you about some acting stuff, what you need to do, this is what you need to do for this to work. If you think that I can get you some work, which I can. I'm not gonna say, hey, dear Susan, I can get you some work. What this will be is people in casting will say to me, David, I need something. Let's just do a total example. Okay, it's like an improv. I'm doing improv. Hello? Oh, really? Okay. You do. Right. 15? Okay, when? Oh, wow, today is Monday, Wednesday, huh? Okay, let me see what I can do. Click. Okay, now what that phone call was about, folks, this is still an improv type of situation. They want 15 people, that's a 10 and a 5 people between the ages of, let's say, 20 and 27 to play college people, males and females and others nowadays, to sit around in some lawn chairs and on the grass watching some other people, 10 other people that have already been cast. They're gonna be playing basketball, boop, 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 you know, and they could be doing some layups, and they could be shooting from the pool, and they could just drain one from the 3-point line, and you're gonna watch it. Oh, yay! Oh my God, that's so exciting! And one or two of those 15 people, one or two of the 15 will have a line. So I'm like, yeah, go, good shot, Johnny. And that's the kind of thing that I can do for you. But you heard what I said in that thing? It's Monday and you want it for Wednesday? What would that be called? A rush call. A rush call. So if I know that you're this age, can I go, hey, Johnny, you're good. Hey, Billy, how about you? Hey, Susan, how about you? Hey, Latrika, how about you? Hey, Yen, how about you? Hey, no. No. What I would do at that point is I would say, hey, everyone, I have just heard of a rush call, and this rush call is going to be in Bangor, Maine, because I do it across the United States and even some in Canada, and I've also booked some people to go to Costa Rica. But let's just say this filming happens to be in Bangor, Maine. Are you in Bangor, Maine? Are you between the ages of, let's say, 20 and 27? Do you look like you could be a college student that's watching a basketball game, pick up a basketball game? You do, and you. Can't tell you all about, but I can make a little video, a short, maybe a 60-second short, maybe a 2-minute video, and I'll tell you what you need to do to get booked, or at least to submit. Now, I'm not going to tell you everything about it. I'm not going to be able to tell you all the details. If you, hey David, what about this? I don't know. Hey David, how about this? I don't know. It's a rush call, and a rush call sometimes on a situation like this, it's usually a she. We'll take the first 15 people that are good. She doesn't have time to go through 75, 100, 300, 1,000 to pick 15. She might be going through 18 to pick 15. So if you want to be one of those first ones, once it's done, it's done. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll pick 15 and put 2 on the waiting list, so if someone doesn't show up. So if it's like, she might look at 21 people, 20 people, that kind of thing. She's not going to look at 3,000 people for this kind of a role. Does it pay money? Yes, these pay money. Some are free. I'll do a thing about that too, maybe on student films, working for free. Do I work for free? Usually not. No pay, no way. But there are some situations where you may wish to do some free work, and I'll explain that later in the thing. But I'm not your agent. I'm not your casting. I'm not a casting director. I do still work in casting. When I first started, my budget was this, and I did a little thing, and I met some people, and I started making this. I joined the union, SAG-AFTRA union. The first time it was SAG. Then I also joined AFTRA. Then it was all combined, so I think I would have saved some money on my dues if I had waited and joined both at the same time. But I do work for both SAG and AFTRA productions. I do both, and a lot of people say, well, I better be in SAG and AFTRA, because if I'm not, I might get ripped off. Guess what? You may get ripped off even if you are in SAG-AFTRA. They will go after the company because they get a percentage of your money. But sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes the people, they'll get a contract, they'll do whatever, it's all typed up, it's all good, and then they just don't pay you. That could happen. There's some student films I've done and some other films I've done where the money was pretty good. I've done some stuff, now I'm in the union, so I have to work in union projects, but there's some SAG low budget stuff, SAG experimental stuff, SAG this, SAG that, after this, after that, and I can still do that, and that makes good money. And that's some of those I can find in some very obscure places. But you have to watch the next video to know where I started looking when I first started looking. When I first started, what training did I have? What experience? So I'll just do one on how I got started. Will be the first video. Then maybe, and also always talking about the cost involved. Then what did I do to go to the next level? So I got to remember to do it like that, because I might just start going on a tangent and cover things that I don't want to cover in that first video, because it'll get confusing. So the first video will be just basically what I did to start in 2003, I think. So that's what I did. And what did it cost me? What's it going to cost you now? Did you want to do the same thing? Do you have $0? Do you have $50? I'll cover scams. There's a lot of scams. Now let me tell you about scams. In this business, I'm going to tell you this right now, and you take this to heart, whatever side the heart's on. And also on the computer, so heart, this side, left, right. This is my right hand. Are you seeing on the right side of the thing, or are you seeing on the left side? This is my left. Do you see it on the left or the right? Okay, so they'll teach you about that kind of stuff. But there are a lot of scams out there. A lot. Now I'm gonna tell you this. This is the truth. If you ask 1,000 people, go out right now. This is your homework assignment. Go out and ask 1,000 people. I'm just kidding. But if you ask 1,000 people, lots of people, 1,000 of them, would you like to be an actor, or maybe would you like to be an entertainer? Would you like to be? Maybe they're a model. Maybe they're a dancer. Maybe they're a singer. Who knows? And you said, would you like to be in the entertainment industry? 999 of 1,000 are going to say, yes, I'd love to do that. What about the last one? Oh, that's a liar. Okay, because 1,000 people would like to do it, but they're scared. It's scary. Okay, you got to get rid of that. You don't tell you what to do, but you need to get rid of that, and I'll show you how to do that. This is how you get rid of that. Get rid of this. Hey, David, we need you to go and read this. Okay. Hey, David, we need you to do this. Okay. And I just do it. I do it. But if you ask 1,999 are going to say yes, and one's a liar. Also, if let's say I was a person that was a white person, and I was an older person. Hey, wait, I am. And someone discriminates against me. They'll say, hey, don't you discriminate against the seniors? Don't you do it. Don't you discriminate against seniors. If I was a black man, let's say. Okay. Or in the field of the roof, if I was a rich man, no, that's not happening. Okay, they're gonna be doing some thing here. I knew if I started this, there would be noise outside. But anyway, you can hear that. I think you can start hearing, can you hear me? But anyway, if there's a group out there and a black person is discriminating against, they'll say, you better not discriminate against that black guy. What is wrong with you? If you are a homosexual, perhaps you are a man who likes to date, let's go to Disneyland, another man. There's a group for that. You leave those gay guys alone. You can be someone that is a whatever. I used to be a man, now I'm a woman, now I'm a furry. There's a group for everyone. Everyone, there's a group out there that's gonna fight. You're disabled, you're in a wheelchair. Don't you rip off that person in a wheelchair. But if you're an actor, what do they say? Who do you think you are? A big movie? Do you think you're Rudy Valentino? Hey, do you think you're Clark Gable? They always pick up someone from I'm a singer. Do you think you're Frank Sinatra? What? I'm not? They'll do that. They'll say that. And they do not think that it's any big deal that you got ripped off, because you have goals and dreams that don't fit reality. They can say that to you. They can think that. They may not say it, but they'll think that. Man, you got ripped off. Did you get that? No, I mean, it was a scam. Oh, huh? But if you went to go for a job, let's say at a market or at a bank or something, you get ripped off, they'll be pissed off. Hey, wait, they can't do that to you. Call this number. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And in this field, in this line of work, everybody's very jaded. They're going for the same work. They're going to be jaded. They don't. A lot of times they'll smile to your face and stab you in the back. That song Backstabber, and that's what they do. So I'm going to try to get you around a lot of that stuff. A lot of it I learned by mistake. I learned by experience, and I'll try to get you around that. That's going to drive me nuts. But anyway, my last name is Gardner, not Gardner. So I just talk about weed whackers and stuff, and now they're out there exactly what they're doing. They're weed whacking, and someone else has got that blower. You're not supposed to use the blowers anymore in some places. Some places you can, some places you can't. I don't know. But this intro video will probably be out tomorrow. I'm going to send it over to the manager now. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I'll put it as private. I'll send it to him. He's going to do the SEO, which is the search engine optimization. He's going to do a thumbnail, and then we're going to get it out there for you. So if you're interested, please, in the comments, tell me questions. Hey, David, should I do this? I wouldn't. Once again, I can't tell you what to do. If you say, David, I'm going to go spend $11,000 on tap dancing lessons, I could do. Are you a tap dancer? No. That's a lot of money. So you go from beginning tap dance. Well, why don't you go to the junior college or the rec center in your city and take those lessons for $20? There's a lot of ways to do the same thing, right? What was that saying? There's many different ways to do the same thing. So I'll help you with that. But the next video is going to be how I got started. Then maybe I'll do one on cost, savings, how to get your experience out there, how to get known, where to find the work. The first one's gonna be basically what I did to find work, and then I'll do another video of where you currently find work and the cost of doing so. A lot of scams. A lot of people out there trying to scam you. You think there's a lot of scams that after an earthquake in China or Mexico or California, you think there's a lot of scams out there at the holidays, a lot of scams out there if there's a national disaster. Wait till you see this. You're gonna be shocked. There's a ton of them. And I just go right through them. I whip right through them. Oh, scam. Oh, scam. And I know it. Right now, I'm on my phone, but if I went back to my big computer right now, and I went looking for casting, I know which casting companies are scams. So I don't have to look at it. I might say like today, I will look at probably 500 casting things that I may fit. 500. But I have to go through those because a lot of them, they don't pay. They're a scam. The people, I don't want to work with them. They're not good people. I got a dog barking. That's not my dog. She's too sleepy for keeping me up all night, I think. But there's a lot of scams. So like I said, and that's not an exaggeration. It might be more than 500, that I will see today. And then I have to decide, do I want to audition? Do I want to send out a submission? Do I want to say, hey guys, how about me? I don't know. But I can tell you, there's a lot of scams out there, so you gotta be really careful. Do you like my shirt? The lady gave me the shirt, YouTube. I think this is from her company, but she didn't even tell me the company name. It came just in a lady told me I'm gonna send you something in the mail, and she did, and it was this. But I haven't heard anything else about it. Just I'm gonna send you something. And it's cool, huh? That's my YouTube channel, right here. So make sure, very important if you want to meet. Not really necessarily for me to help you personally one-on-one, but if you want to get this information for free, I'm not charging anything for the class. People have asked me before, can you give me work and I'll give you 10%, I'll give you 20%. Hey David, if you just submit me for this, I can't get this, I don't know anybody to get this submission through. I don't want to cover this too much. If I give you $25, can you throw it through for me? It takes me 2 minutes, I'll do it for free. If that comes up. Do I like making $25? Yeah, sure. But I was saying, here's the deal. If you out there become famous, and I ain't still at this level, which is not famous, can you help me with some jobs? I'm not talking about becoming famous. Just, hey, David, guess what? There's a job for a fat, jolly old guy that looks like you. I played Santa Claus and all that kind of stuff. Usually I play a vendor. I've done everything from news vendor to hot nut vendor to Pepsi vendor to fruit vendor to hot dog vendor, pushing a cart vendor. I've done vendor for flea market vendor, farmer's market vendor. I've played happy uncle, happy grandpa, happy dad, big brother, happy, I played Santa Claus, I played rabbi, I played priest, I played, basically, the reverend, the fire and brimstone, Baptist to the Roman Catholic to all that kind of stuff. Usually I play a good happy guy. I never really play anything bad. I've never played a bad guy. Some people say, well, God, you used to teach shooting and you taught SWAT and you did all this stuff. You're a bad, I can't say ass, you're a real badass. But I play the teddy bear guy, and I'm not a badass. I'm just a guy that was told in the military, go teach people how to shoot. And I said, oh, okay. And that's what I did. And that was my career. I did that for a long, long time. Trained a lot, trained everything from local police, law enforcement, all the way up to those guarding the president. Trained with SWAT, trained SWAT teams, snipers, all that kind of stuff. And it's not too hard to do. You just have to remember what it took for you to be to go from have no knowledge of this weapon system to being able to do it properly. And that's if you can remember what it took for you to learn it, you'll be a good instructor. So this is going to be almost 20 minutes long. I'm going to log off and I'm going to send over to the manager. First I have to put it as private, then I have to upload it into YouTube as private, and then he can get it. But it takes about, it's 20 minutes, will probably take about 2 hours to upload. So everybody have a great day. It is Monday. And speaking of submitting, I have to go and submit for a commercial. Oh, that's another thing. When it comes to agents, okay, you could have 3 different agents. You have a commercial agent, a theatrical agent, and a manager. And if each one of those takes like 10%, some might take 20%, some managers take 20%. So let's say I have two different managers and I have to pay them both on the same project. I'm losing 40%. So if I can get it for myself, then I don't have to. If I have an agent if I don't have an agent right now, but when I had an agent, if I got the job, I still gave her the 10%, even if she had nothing to do with it, because she's my agent. I want to be fair to her. I want to be honest, and I want her to get out there and put me out for more. So, wow, David found this show that paid $4,000, and he sent me a check for $400. Not bad. I always got the money, and I always paid her. I don't want to have to wait for money because I might need the money. So I don't want to have the money go from the production to her. She takes 10% and sends me another check for. No. I had it the opposite way. Most people, the agent will send you you're waiting on your agent to send you a check. We'll discuss residuals and all that, things that pay residuals and how that works. I gave her money off of residuals too, and a lot of people don't do that. They just give them the 10% off the top. And a lot of times you don't have to give money for things like if you have a special wardrobe, anything like that. It's just basically the segment fee, what they pay for the fee. It depends on your relationship or what it says in your contract. Have a great day, everyone.